Tamara Hutcherson, thank you so much. We appreciate it. So tell us a little bit about Stop Cop City Dallas and why you and the group oppose one of the ballot propositions in Dallas that includes $50 million for a new police training facility.
Well, yeah, thank you for having me here today. So Stop Cop City Dallas is a coalition of community members and grassroots organizations who, for right now, are trying to get City of Dallas residents to vote no on Proposition F, as you mentioned, that would allocate $50 million, if passed, towards the construction of a new police training facility for the Dallas Police Department. Why we started this coalition and why we oppose it is because, as people may not know, there's about 68 cop cities that have popped up around the nation. And you know, the Stop Cop City movement started in Atlanta. And they are still fighting that battle. And we believe that it will result in more over-policing and repression in our communities, and we think that money could be utilized elsewhere.
But the people who support it say this is for training the police. So, I mean, what do you say to that? They're saying that they want trained police officers so that they can do the right thing. Wouldn't rejecting that go against that?
So the Dallas Police Department already has a training facility, and I know that the pushback has been that it is outdated, that they don't have the amenities they need. Well, why not invest money in updating that facility instead of completely constructing a new facility entirely? You know, as across the country, like I said, cop cities are popping up. And there has been research that has shown that the tactics that are being learned at these training facilities have a lot to also do with tactics and militarization, as we have seen also with repressing movements and repressing community members that are trying to combat, you know, against police brutality, and not even that, but other issues that we see popping up right now in regards to, you know, pro-Palestine demonstrations and disruptions as well.
So what would be the answer then? Like you said, you're just saying spend a lot less and fix up what you have and deal with it?
So I've been asked this question, you know, what is the solution then? What is the alternative then if there isn't a new police training facility? It's being built on UNT Dallas's campus in District 8, which is a predominantly Black and brown district. You know, we've been out canvassing community members, and a lot of them are unaware of this. And you know, we've been asking them, you know, where would they like to see this money utilized elsewhere? We also have an upcoming town hall to continue those conversations. And I understand the concern of crime. You know, I'm not dismissing that. I think we can invest more in community services or resources to combat that. You know, we spoke to one community member when we were out canvassing this past weekend who said, you know, why don't we have 24/7 hour youth centers, you know, to keep the youth off the streets and, you know, getting into trouble. And so I think we have to continue having these conversations and visioning sessions with community members. And I think, you know, city council members and stakeholders in this have an obligation as well to ask community members, well, what would you like otherwise, you know, to combat the issues happening in your own neighborhood?
And do you see that getting any traction?
Traction.
As far as community support?
So yes, you know, we have gotten people that are going to commit to voting no. We have a petition that has been circulating, and you know, again, we have been door knocking, and we have voters that are saying that they're going to spread the word and that they will also vote no on this and that they are not in agreement with this.
And my other question is, what would you say to those who support it, who would hear you and say, they're anti-police?
That's a good question. Well, I would encourage those people to engage in a conversation with us. I would also encourage those people to actually meet with people in that community where it is, you know, expected to be built, And I would encourage them to look into other alternatives that could address the issues that are happening in our own neighborhoods. I understand that people keep emphasizing community policing. My issue with community policing is that there is still a power dynamic at play, because a police officer versus, a community member, a police officer has more discretionary power than a community member. So there's always going to be that power dynamic that exists. And for me, I don't agree with that. And so I continue just to encourage these people to look at other alternatives that would bridge that gap and bridge that trust. Because I think if we continue to pour more of our resources and money into policing, I don't think we're ever going to really address the root causes that we're facing in the city of Dallas in terms of, inflation and economic disruption. With the city of Dallas budget, I believe over 60% or about 60% comprises of public safety, and 1% only goes to housing solutions. I feel like we're not prioritizing what needs to be prioritized.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I just encourage people to just get out and vote. Early voting starts April 22nd. I encourage them to do more of their research about the propositions they're voting on, because I'm frankly disappointed in our city council members with the rollout of this bond election. And historically, the city of Dallas has had low voter turnout for municipal and local elections. And so, I'm just trying to get out the vote and just encourage people to engage and to continue spreading the word.
Tamara Hutcherson from Stop Cop City Dallas. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.